diversity and lack of it, and the other is socioeconomic diversity. You know, we're a pretty rich neighborhood, and we have very few people that are ethnic minorities.
Anyone else?
I just want to address a couple things, Ms. Bennett. If you'd like, I'd be happy to, talk to you about, the class sizes and also certification. I spoke to Brenda at the office today, and we spoke to her. So I know it does seem a little confusing, because years ago, it's a K-8 certificate that used to take place, and then there's a K-5 certificate, now there's a K-6 certificate. So typically what happens here at East Amwell, 6th to 8th grade is where we look at really having certification in each subject area. There is some flexibility in the 6th grade area, possibly, but in 7th and 8th grade here, we always have all our teachers certified. And I know we said having, say, our science teacher dual certified. That seems like it would be kind of easy, but it can be very challenging. Have someone that's very specific with, wants to teach science, and then have that person certified and go through all the classes and so forth to be certified as well. But I'd be happy to talk to you and answer any questions you have. I have to call her also on a number of questions regarding certification, because it is a very complex topic at times.
And what about 5th grade?
5th grade, you can be a general student in 5th grade. We do have 3 in 5th grade, and we're fortunate that our teachers in 5th grade, 2 of them are certified in the subject area that they teach, that they specialize in, but they're generalists as well, if that makes sense. So we have someone that teaches history when they break out, and they're certified in history, but they also are a general, so they can teach language arts. But our current numbers in 8th grade, I know you brought that up, this upcoming year, that I have those for you, currently sits at 46 students. And then in our current 7th grade, this is currently enrolled as of the other day, probably yesterday when we did this, we have 39 going into 7th grade. And then in 6th grade, we have 41. That's where our middle school students are.
And the choice students.
Yes, it does. It includes any student that's currently enrolled at East Amwell. And once you become a choice student at East Amwell, you're at least, you are a student of here forever. And we don't treat them any differently. They're part of our community. And also, I wanted to address testing and so forth, because that comes up. We look at the NJSLA. That's one report that we use. In addition, our teachers use so many different assessments. We have Achieve 3000, we take assessments from. We use ST Math for assessments. We have our own data warehousing system called Linkit, which is given 3 times a year, and that individually tracks students. So we can look at how a student does for language arts and math. When they take Form A in September, then they take Form B in January, and then they take Form C in May, and we can look at the progress of the students. So there are a lot of different measures that we would use to look at a student. And that determines enrichment, determines basic skills, it determines a lot of how a teacher individualizes for all of our students. And I think that might be it. So that answers any question. Any other comments?
I just want to address your reiteration that you think I've acted in an unethical manner. I cannot disclose any dollars that haven't been made. You referenced
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see it this way. I know, I'm miniature. Ow. Where am I going? Still Francis Gap. I loved what you said earlier about working with the dollars and things like that to help the other teachers do it. There was also Lenny in that talking about statistics and all of that. When I started as a toxicologist in 1975, I learned early on that, you know, there's liars, damn liars, and statisticians. And power of test, you have to have the numbers, the standard deviations, the variability, and in a small school like this, the capacity for fluctuation is high, and I don't think COVID has helped things, or the kids have really gotten over it. But something that you were talking about, John, that you have some way of tracking individual students over time. Are there any studies or any plans to take our graduates that go on to Central and elsewhere to see how are they performing coming out of a little tiny East Amwell in the larger pool of Hunterdon Central, where there are gazillions of kids? You know, and that could be a useful signal, not proving or anything, to see how do the kids do when they get to Central as freshmen, and is there a dip? You know, in college you got, you know, the freshman 15. You know, is there score dips when they move on to a larger pool? And that might be something where you could bring a little bit of the art into the science of nurturing your children and doing better. Was that something or other? I don't know. Machines don't like me, neither do my feet. But anyway, Chris, I believe you. And I appreciate you all. And I just paid my taxes. Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to address your statement as far as, I think earlier on, I forget what month it was, I did present some information from Jeff Moore that was given to me from PSAT scores from our graduating 8th graders last year. And basically, he did an analysis of all the 7 districts and said that our students were performing at the level of other students or higher in many cases than the 7 districts. That's all they
Or higher than what?
higher than the other 7 district students.
Do you have any sort of vague number as to what sort of percentage?
I can go back and look at it. He basically gave me his anecdotal numbers that we were performing as well, if not better than most of the students.
PSATs are 11th grade, not 9th grade.
It's PSAT.
Yeah, PSATs.
Yeah, PSATs.
Yeah, they were given in 9th grade at the end.
Were they?
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. What's that? Yeah, they give them in school at the end, 'cause I think it's part of the graduation requirement. I can look into that for you to find out. What's that?
I think I took it then.
Yeah, you did too? Okay. So we do have those measures also. So our students are doing well. And I know, I'm gonna say this because I know one of our students, this year is going to MIT, and so forth. There's a full ride. There's a number of students that graduate from East Amwell that have received numerous awards at Central and are doing extremely well. And that's not to say the students that are going into carpentry and everything they're doing well as well. So it's, you know, teaching to the whole child and finding their niche and making sure they're able to have success. And I think a testament to our school, and this is some things that you can't see, you don't see in stats, is the amount of students that come back and visit us and ask for opinions of what they should go into. I mean, this year alone, I probably met with 5 students that are leaving industry and trying to go into teaching. And that's not a student that graduated 3 years ago. It's a student that graduated 8 years ago and are coming back. And one just got a job at South Florida. She called me last week, thrilled that she's so much, and now she got a teaching job and, start back. So there's the types of things that go into, being what a true school is about.
Do you want me to speak on my experience?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Okay.
You have to come up here, because it's part public comment, though.
Hello everyone, my name is Jamie Quinn, and I am actually going to be running for the school board with Jason Bloom. I am a third generation East Amwell graduate, and my children are fourth generation here. My son is currently in Henry Central as a freshman. He did incredibly well. When I came back to East Amwell, and the reason why I came back to East Amwell is because I do love this school, and I love everything about it. CAP was so graciously willing to give me a mock interview because I did go for teaching. I am now a case manager for adults with disabilities. I support 55 adults with disabilities and providing them with services and managing their Medicaid